In the last video, we talked about how difficult it was for us to work up the courage to be able to, quit our jobs, sell everything that we own, and just go without any backup plan or just travel the world.
But it wasn't only having the courage to do that, it was also having the courage to tell everyone we knew and see how they would react.
And boy, did they have some reactions.
So the thing is that I've always had a job since I was 12 years old. So I don't really know what it is to not have a job. I grew up like most people with the understanding that in order to be happy and successful, you must work really hard and never stop working. Always go for more. More of what? It doesn't matter. Just keep climbing that ladder.
When you're working as hard as you're supposed to be, there's no time to do anything else. There's no time to think. There's no time to pursue hobbies or interests. You're just working. You're working all the time. Working. I mean, we're so exhausted with our schedule just crammed full of stuff.
But quitting a job can be stressful. At least it was a little bit for me. After all, you would be leaving what for most of your life has been a source of safety. And not only you're resigning from a steady paycheck, but also the possibility of continuing growing your career and making more money, which is what we're always being told that we need to do, just get more money. Also, I felt like, I thought about what will my boss think? Would they think that this is an irresponsible career move? What would our parents think? What would our friends think? But we knew we wanted to do this. So I remember the day I told my boss. Thankfully, I had a good relationship with her. And so, it wasn't an awkward situation. But because I had a good relationship with her, I wanted to tell her in person. Today is the day. Finally, I can't believe that we made it here. I am about to go into my office and tell my supervisor that I am resigning from this job. And it feels like a mix of emotions. I am excited, super excited, of course, but I'm nervous, anxious a little bit. The people that I work with right now in this job, I've been in this job for 3.5 years, and the people that I work with are really, really nice. They've been super nice to me. I felt valued and respected, and they're very friendly and flexible. So, it feels good to have this, I guess, courtesy of having a more personal conversation about it. But I have had jobs in the past that I hated and that I did not like the people that I worked with. So I imagine that if I was in that situation, maybe I'm sure it would feel different. No, it's not my dream job. No, it's not a job that I wake up every day excited and that motivates me or that I can use all my potential. No, it's not that. It's a job. It's a way to make money, even though I do like the mission of the organization, and I do my best. I've excelled in my position, of course, but yeah, it's not my dream job, right? And so, but it makes it still, even though it's not my dream job, it makes it a little bit hard to leave just because I do like the people I work with, and I've established really good relationships with them. Yes, quitting a job and go traveling the world has always been a fantasy, but I don't know, it always felt unreal, impossible. And being here at this moment, after so much work and sacrifice and planning and working so hard, it still feels a little unreal. It still feels a little crazy. I can't believe it. I laugh a lot when I get nervous or excited, so you can tell that I am all of those things right now. Here I go. It's done. I told her, oh my gosh, I was nervous. I don't know why,
But I told her everything. I was like, this is the reason why I'm leaving. And I'm so happy that she had such a good reaction. She said she was really happy for me. She said that's, definitely traveling the world. It's something that is such a dream for a lot of people, and that I'm very lucky that I get to do it. And, that she's sad to see me go, but that she's very happy for me. And so I think that's the best you can wish for, that actually makes me happy that I got to do this at a job that, I'm not living with any bitterness or any resentment or feeling like, I can't buy. But I'm living with in a nice way, and she said, keep in touch. I want to see all the photos and all the videos, and that it's always so nice when people get happy for you, even if your choices are not the most convenient for them. She said that she wanted to get meet up with the team for lunch to say goodbye to me, so that was really nice of her to suggest. And I can finally say that I'm doing this, and it's so exciting. I really thought I was just had to work my whole life until I was 70 and then go travel the world. But I get to do it now, and it feels amazing. It feels crazy, but it feels amazing. The feeling of accomplishing something after actually working hard. Nobody gave it to me. Nobody, no inheritance, no handouts, no nothing. Just hard work and sweat and honest work. Nothing. No, there's no feeling like that. Honestly, I feel like I want to cry. It's such an amazing feeling, and oh my God, I just want to enjoy this moment.
I remember the rush of adrenaline and excitement going through my body. It really felt surreal. I couldn't believe I was quitting a job, which, I've always been employed. And especially, I was quitting to go travel the world.
Oh yeah, you were absolutely in high spirits. I was not feeling the same way when I went to quit my job. For the past, 5 or so years, this has been how my employers have kind of viewed me. Through this little camera that's situated on top of my entire workstation over here. And today is going to be probably one of the last days that they see me, because today I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice right before we quit our jobs and go travel the world. Now, I came back from Korea in 2013, and since then, for almost 10 years, I've been just working salary jobs. And it's been a mixed bag. I've had stuff that I've liked, I've had stuff that I haven't liked. This current job that I have, really fun, really impactful, really interesting stuff that I work with, but the culture isn't a perfect fit with me. I don't click exactly with my bosses, my employees, so I've been ready to go for a long time. I'm really excited about being able to leave my job and kind of jump on to the next step, the next phase for this fantastic trip, and get back to traveling, which is the thing that I was doing before I came back for this. But I'm pretty nervous. I don't know exactly how it's going to go down, but hopefully they'll take it well. Hopefully they'll be professional and they'll wish me well. But I don't know, we'll see. Things have been a little iffy as of late in terms of my employment. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go on to do the next thing with my life. I'm ready to get back out and see the world. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I just put in my 2 weeks notice, and the response that I got was, I guess I should have expected it, because as I kind of alluded to in the beginning, the relationship between me and my employer has been kind of souring. But the response that I got was not super nice. After you work for a year and a half at a place, after you put in a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of energy to an organization that you really believe in. I mean, I work at a museum that is for my people. I work at the National Museum of African American History and Culture. I do good work. everyone who works with me says that I do good work. But after I put in my 2 weeks notice, the response that I got was pretty much, okay, make sure you put in your notice. And it makes it pretty clear that, you know, even if you kind of work at a place where you believe in the mission and you do really good work, that they don't really respect you. So it kind of makes me feel like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. My skills and my talents weren't really appreciated here. They didn't really need them. Before even putting this in, I was applying for other jobs because I was thinking about leaving before, and I was offered a salary that was twice as much. So not only was I working at something I kind of believed in, not only was I working at a discount for what my work was worth, not only did I do a good job and my performance reviews show that, but also no one's really sad to see me go. So it just kind of reinforces that I don't really need to be here. I'm smart to leave. I need to go and do my own thing. And I wish them the best. I wish my organization the best. But I'm gonna go off and do what I need to do. And it kind of makes me feel like my conscience is clear. I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. I'm going exactly where I need to be going. So, you know, I guess that's where I'm at. I was glad to be done with it. I was so glad. It was like a weight had lifted off of our shoulders.
Yeah, our experiences were very different. But the thing is that once we put our notice, though that's the 2 week notice in our jobs, it really felt like 1,000 pounds have fell off our shoulders. Like no more doubts, no more back and forth about when we're doing this, no more waiting, no more planning. This was it. We had taken the leap, finally.
Oh yeah. And after we'd taken the leap and we were officially leaving, it was time to tell other people in our lives, starting with our friends, who were really supportive, man.
No, I'm so happy for you. I think this is something that we all wish we could do. We all had the courage to do. And I think that you're going to make such wonderful memories. And you're never going to regret doing this. I think when you look back at your life, this is going to be one of the best decisions you've ever made.
I think that it's everyone's dream on the low key, and everyone wishes to do the same. I would like to do the same.
What do I think? I think it's courageous. Mm-hmm. I think it's also admirable. And I was telling Ryan, I can't wait, to see where you guys actually land, like what the end game is.
It's not like all of a sudden you guys inherited millions of dollars, or won the lottery. Like, you guys have really shown that, if you make a plan and you stick to it, it's something that, can be possible for many, many people. And so that inspires me, and I'm sure that it's going to inspire so many other people.
So daring, so, such a risk-taking move, but just so admirable that, you're not going to just be thinking about what if. You're actually going to do what your heart is telling you to do.
Yeah, the reactions were, very varied, but very supportive overall.
Oh yeah, it's really nice to know that the people that you kind of surround yourself with really care about you. A lot of people were inspired by our story, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, a lot of people, thought we were very courageous, which, I guess. But one thing that was really nice to hear was that for a lot of them, for a lot of or most of our friends, family members, co-workers, we were the first people they've ever known that have done something like this, that they've known like in real life, right? Personally. And to me that was so amazing, because I wish, that growing up, I wish I knew someone personally that had done this, something that I wanted to do, that I could ask questions or get inspired by, or felt like it was more real, because the people that I would see on TV or on the internet, for the most part, they didn't look like us.
They look nothing like us.
So it made that dream feel even more, unattainable in a way. And so hearing people saying like, oh my God, you're the first person that I know that have done this, or that will, would do this or whatever, it felt like, oh my God, that's amazing, because for them, maybe now this is an actual possibility. You know, they can ask me questions, they can plan or you know, dream the same dream, you know, because if maybe it feels more attainable and possible by knowing someone who's doing it.
Life doesn't just have to be work until you get super old and retire when that small window when you might have health to enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We wanted to also do this while we had the youth and the energy. And you know, when you're thinking about retiring, you don't know what you're gonna retire for, right? So at least if you get a period of time where you can use that time for whatever you enjoy doing, at least you get a taste for it, and that maybe motivates you to actually work for retirement with some specific intention, right? Because you know what you want to do. You know, a lot of people retire and they don't know what to do, or they don't have energy to do anything, or they didn't take the time to discover what their passions and hobbies were. So doing something like this is also, you know, kind of like preparing you for that, I guess, in a way. But yeah, so our friends' reactions were very interesting, very supportive. Our family members' reaction, it was interesting as well, and supportive.
It was supportive. It was supportive, but it was very different.
I'm kind of old-fashioned and believe that you can still do it while you still are. You're still living in a place where you're still stable in some place where you're working and making money. But I mean, I'm sure you'll turn it into a plus, as you always do. So I'm just waiting to see what the results is, that's all.
So therefore I'm concerned, again, for your safety and for your health. I don't want you to, you know, get sick being in a foreign country and not have access to good health care.
Especially after 2020.
Right, or either, you know, fall in a hiking accident or something like that where one of you, you know, might need long-term care. You know, so those are the kind of fears and things that I think about. But again, that's because I can't quite visualize. You're not gonna be hiking it all the time. You're gonna be living in among people in cities, small villages, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I just want you to enjoy your life, and sooner or later, hopefully you'll come back to your family, because you know we're gonna miss you.
Oh, absolutely.
But I want you to enjoy your life, and hopefully everything will turn out well.
Yeah, they were definitely worried about us, not only for our physical safety, but also, you know, for our financial safety.
Our financial futures is like, what are you doing? You should still be working and saving away and putting on for your retirement. Why are you doing this? There were a lot of conflicting emotions, and they all come from a place of love. You know, even our parents were really supportive, but man, they were really caught off guard by this. This isn't something you just wake up one morning and I think I'm going to quit everything. And I think they were pretty shocked by that.
Yes, I think they were thinking, you know, in their heads that we would get married and buy a house and have kids and have like the traditional life, right, that people do. And we're like, we're doing the complete opposite.
We're going all the way into the danger, the most reckless thing we can think of, full throttle, let's go. But in general, everyone was really positive. I think they really liked that we were doing this, and that makes me really happy. I needed that positive energy so we could get through the next part, which was, you know, selling every single thing we own.
Oh my God, just thinking about it sounds exhausting. I mean, imagine right now getting rid of absolutely everything you own right now.
Every piece of furniture, every little tchotchke in your junk drawer, all the pots, all the pans, everything. Imagine putting all of your clothes into one singular bag.
I mean, I can't because I always overpack.
Oh my God, that's something we're gonna get into in the next video. We're definitely gonna get into that, but that's for next time.
Yes, check the next video where we're gonna take you through the process of getting rid of everything we own so we can go on this long-term trip with no strings attached.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you next time.
Happy trails to you till we meet again. Mwah! Ryan and Will Marie, I love you.